as the Rebels host El Paso El Dorado. Matthew Villanueva live at Grande Stadium now with more on tonight's game. Matthew, I can't help but notice you don't have a date.
Marshall, you know the CBS Sports Department rule. You made it up yourself. No girlfriends during the football season, although the atmosphere kind of takes me back to my glory days. Let's talk Midland Lee, though. On July 1st at the PGA Professional National Championship, in a pool of over 300 golfers, Midlander Stephen Young nabbed one of 20 spots to qualify for the PGA Championship. And although Young practically lives out here at Midland Country Club, he barely has time to practice.
I'm a golf pro, but I work, and it's a misconception that
UTSA Athletic Director Len Hickey was the head basketball coach here at Texas A&M from 1984 until 1994, then served as assistant athletic director until being called to the Alamo City. High school football players across the country made their plans official Wednesday, signing national letters of intent. Texas A&M's class consisted of 27 players. Now, I've had countless amount of time to think about this, and without a doubt, my choice of walk-up song would be Nas's Made You Look. But you gotta keep the fans in it, right? Which is why my alternate song would be The Stones' Brown Sugar. Yet neither of those songs could compare to an instrument that took over the A's organization last year. This now we go from national bad boy to local bad boy.
Oh
Max
my
Crawford.
goodness.
come on.
Just
Max,
giving you a hard time.
A lot of people.
2 days after Midland Trinity broke its school record books for most points in a game, we have another area school who's rewriting the books. This time, it's an 11-man football team, and it's the most well-known program. Johnson keeps competing and winning, setting himself up for the biggest stage in all of extreme sports events. Right here is his custom-made Texas bike he'll be riding for the motocross quarter pipe event. And in his backyard, he's been working on a top-secret trick for 6 months that he's ready to show to the world.
When I first got here, in my interview with Dr. Romo, he said, should we have football? And I said, no, sir, it's cost prohibitive. I said, I've just come from Texas A&M. I know what you have to invest in a program. And I said, so where you're at right now that would not be the right thing to do. I was here about a year and knew I'd said the wrong thing.
In the state of Texas, football is king. And when Len Hickey was hired as UTSA's athletic director, she inherited an athletic department made up of 14 sports and a budget of $1.2 million, and a school desperate for a culture of its own.
There was a cry on this campus to have real campus life, and it was seen as a commuter campus. The average age of the students was probably about 27, 28, and there was no identity.
The football program began as an FCS program in 2009, but by 2013, attendance was so high the school joined Conference USA. This year, Coach Frank Wilson leads the Roadrunners.
The opportunity to lead a program, to use all the resources and knowledge that I had gained over the years from the high school level, as well as coaching at 3 different SEC schools. Those experiences, I thought that they could attribute to me taking over a program and leading them in a direction of success.
He's the next guy to take us to the next level. He is outstanding. He is dynamic. He is very, very bright. He has a plan. He's coached at the highest level and knows what it is to recruit in, the households of the very best student athletes.
2 current players on Wilson's team hail from the Brazos Valley. Brothers Kerry Thomas Jr. and Josh Stewart, who both went to A&M Consolidated.
I committed and went to Midwestern State out of high school, and he committed to UTSA his senior year, and I wound up leaving Midwestern because of him, because he was here and I wanted to play with my brother, but we never played sports apart.
I had the opportunity to make history here, and I think that was kind of one of the big things that kind of like caught my attention, and then I didn't want to be too far away from my family.
Now, the Roadrunners are looking to build their own foundation of tradition so they can stand among the nation's richest programs.
When I was at A&M, I was the athletic rep that went to all the fish camps. How that culture and that spirit is built up is amazing.
When you've been at a traditional program that's been in existence over 100 years plus, you think it's automatic, and for us, it's been new.
it's not overnight.
No, it's not.
And although UTSA is widely considered an underdog, it plans to bring the fight to Aggieland.
In order to be a good team, you have to go compete against good teams, and certainly they are that. And so it'll be a tremendous challenge for us, but we're looking forward to it.
We know how the atmosphere is. We know what to expect. And we're just going to go out there and we're going to play hard. We're going to give it our best.
When I walk in the stadium, I'm going to be thinking about John David Crow and how he always told me. He said, you make sure that you hold your head up high and you be very, very proud.
Welcome back. If Aggie football has got you down in the dumps over the past couple of weeks, maybe Aggie basketball can turn that frown upside down. Texas A&M beat Northwestern State by 28 in its season opener Friday. Last night, the Aggies returned to Reed to host American University. The American Eagles and Aggies met for the first time. American dropped its opener by just 6 at Maryland Friday. Aggies up 8-4 early. DJ Hogg picks Mark Gasparini's pocket, and he goes the other way to lay it in for 2 of his 12 points in the contest. Some great ball movement later. Hogg, the high-low feed to Tyler Davis, who gets the hoop and the harm. Davis leading the Aggies with 17 points, grabbing 4 rebounds. J.C. Hampton hits for 3 to push the A&M lead to 33-18. Then off the inbounds play, freshman Robert Williams showing off his hops, finishing for 2 of his 10 points. But the shot of the night comes just before the half. Eric Villa heaves it from beyond half court, and he's going to hit it. Aggies, they're going to be going up 21 at the break. They go on to win it 76-53. Hey, big signing Monday for Gary Blair and the Aggie women's basketball team. Kennedy Carter from Mansfield is Aggieland bound. She was the number 6 ranked player in the 2017 recruiting class, the highest ranked player to ever sign with Aggie women's hoops. And as for that Aggie football team, A&M returns to Kyle Field Saturday to take on Texas San Antonio and try to move on from back-to-back losses as a double-digit favorite to both Mississippi State and Ole Miss. Now, A&M should be a double-digit favorite again for when the Roadrunners come to town. UTSA is 5-5 on the year and coming off a 28-point loss at Louisiana Tech. Jake Hubenek will be making his second straight start at QB for the Aggies, and Roadrunner head coach Frank Wilson likes what he sees from the A&M signal caller. The Aggies and Roadrunners kick off at 11 Saturday morning. You can watch that game on ESPNU. And rain or shine, win or lose, News 3 Sports will be there to help you get ready for the Aggies and Roadrunners. Aggie Game Day is going to air from 10 to 11 right here on KBTX.